Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a good minute since I made a video, and that is because I was sick. And I got sick before I started making, not before, but after I made 2 videos. And I got really, really sick, and I wasn't able to make any more videos at the given moment in time. I was sick with COVID, and this last time I got sick with COVID, it wasn't as bad as the first time I got sick, but I've never had a shot, and I've never really went to the doctor for it, so I've always just taken the test and just stayed home. I never went to the doctor for either 2 times that I got it, and I just want people to really understand like what was really going on with the whole COVID situation that I was having. And what I was having was I was like having a runny nose. I had a little bit of a scratch in the back of my throat. I was coughing a lot because I smoke, and I was just coughing my brains out. My chest didn't hurt. I had a small headache, but I think that was because of my Chiari. Um, I couldn't be around anybody else for a while. I had to quarantine, and unfortunately, someone else in my family got sick from me, and they had to quarantine as well. So I wasn't the only one. It spreads really fast, just like any other COVID variant. It reaches somebody very, very quickly. Even if you don't get very close to them, it still catches them no matter what. This time around, it wasn't like very life threatening to me because the first time I caught it, it seemed like it was very life threatening because it felt like my body was shutting down, and I didn't like that feeling. This time around, it just was like a really bad sickness, like a flu. So it wasn't like super intense like the first time around. The first time around, it felt like I was literally dying. Like I was actually like dying from the sickness. Like it could have killed me, which it could have. It has killed people. So I'm not gonna say that it hasn't because that would be a lie. But anyone that can get sick with it, it can kill. So I'm not gonna say that anybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, I felt great. Yeah, no, I did not feel great. That wasn't a good experience the first time around. But the first time around, I had to quarantine for 2 weeks. This time, I quarantined for 1 week, or a little over a week, like a week and like 2 days, and I got better. But I think it was a little over 2 weeks last time I got sick with COVID. So it was a dramatic change in that kind of COVID that I caught. And I think it was the new one. I don't think it was the old one. The old one seems worse than the new one does. I'm not going to say that anybody catching it is going to get like better symptoms. I'm just saying like the symptoms for me for that one wasn't that bad. So if you're going to be getting sick with COVID, or you're sick with COVID right now and you're watching this video, just stay quarantined. Do what you do best. Get up and walk around. Don't just stay in bed all day. Make sure you get up and you move around and you do a couple of things like wash some dishes, or go outside, just stand out in the sun for a little bit. I had 103.5 fever, so I couldn't really stand out in the sun too long, but I did go out and stand in the sun. I did smoke some cigarettes while I was sick with COVID, but on the other side of that, I was going outside and I was like getting fresh air. So make sure you go outside, get some fresh air if you can, as long as you're not getting too close to anybody. Just do the best you can possible and just try not to give it to anybody else. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I just wanted to just talk about my experience with COVID, and yeah, that was pretty much it. It wasn't really too much to it. It was just a sickness, and I fought it off without any vaccines or shots or anything like that. So I hope this helps anybody out there that's looking for any type of information. Alright, thanks for watching.